And we're good.
All right, we are joined from Delaware, USA, over on the East Coast with Bazooka. Well, maybe we'll start to change that nickname out. It used to be Bazooka Joe Stripling. And then, as he's kind of gone on and moved forward here with Lion Fight, it's really become Big City, Joe Stripling. So, Joe, how are you doing?
I'm good, guys. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on today.
Great. I think what we'd like to do is, as one of our sort of classic fights or fight of the week kind of things that we're posting right now, let's go back to April of last year and talk about an incredible fight in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Joe Stripling versus Cody East. First time ever Lion Fight, a heavyweight division fight. First time ever a heavyweight fight on our televised broadcast. Take us back to that night and let's just go for it. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was different. I've never flown anywhere to fight before. I got in a call to Lion Fight to fly out somewhere. It was like I made it to the big time. I fought Cody, who was a great competitor as well. I just went out there for the kill. I mean, I got dropped in a round. I think it was the second round. I got right back up. I started trying to fight again. I thought I did enough to win with like an elbow and the pressure and me landing stuff, but I guess the judges saw it differently. It's okay. I'm glad I lost early in my career so I could build back up and go undefeated from now on.
Well, stick with that point for a minute. There was at least certainly in the last maybe 3-4 years, that was probably one of the most controversial judges' decisions, and certainly one that generated probably the most social media feedback. What was going through your mind when you got announced this coming up short, when it really, really seemed that you had pulled out the win?
So after the fifth round, I raised my hands and I went over to his coaches, did myself. I went to my coaches and I was like, we got it. Like, don't worry about it. We got it. And even they were like, yeah, we're good. And then when they raised his hand, we were all kind of like, we didn't understand that they weren't scoring it as, I guess, Muay Thai, I should say. It's in America, so aggression always wins and all that stuff. So I thought I was aggressor. Yes, I got hit a few times, but I kept putting the pressure on and kept going forward. You know what? It happens. Cody's a great fighter. I know we were supposed to have a rematch at Foxwoods, and he couldn't make it. And then his brother was going to step in, and then all this crazy stuff happened. But I'll get my hats off to Cody, man. He brought the heat that night, and the better person won that night.
What do you take from that in terms of the judge's decision when you talk about scoring and maybe not using the proper criteria for Muay Thai compared to boxing or MMA? Do you feel that is a general issue that needs to be dealt with when it comes to Muay Thai in America?
Yeah, I mean, the issue is all the judges are on different fields. MMA judges should be MMA judges. Boxing judges should be boxing judges. Muay Thai judges should be Muay Thai judges. And they should all be ex-fighters. Personally, that's my opinion. But for me, it didn't matter about the judges. I should have finished Cody. I should have knocked him out. That's every time I fight, I'm trying to be a KO fighter. I'm just trying to go out there and trying to go for the finish. You can see it as a fight when I was throwing elbows, trying to finish the fight every single time. It's you live and you learn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just glad I got the opportunity to fight for Lion Fight and get another chance after that to fight again in Foxwoods.
Does that fight send a message about the heavyweight division, particularly maybe with American heavyweights or North American heavyweights, and that you big guys have a home in Muay Thai, that you can be part of the most exciting stand-up combat sport?
Yeah, I mean, I think heavyweights don't get enough looks when it comes to stand-up. A lot of heavyweights in like MMA either get taken down or they take someone down, they lay on top, don't do much, or they just go out there and go crazy for 5 minutes and then they're done. They're tired. I know for a fact I can go 30 minutes straight training, like sparring hard, and it doesn't really bother me. I think it's good that we get on the national stage. I know that there's heavyweights in Thailand that are heavyweights like us that are trying to get fights, and it would be great to have them finally come over. I know Holland's got some Dutch guys over there that want to start doing Muay Thai. Man, I'll fight anybody. I'm not worried about it. I'll fight, like Chip said, Mraz Pollard. I'll fight anywhere, anytime, against anybody. We really don't care. That's the Siatong style. So
And you mentioned it. There was a rematch tentatively set, and well, it really was set, and then Cody had to pull out as he hadn't recovered from some facial damage that he had taken. Is that the fight that you would like, or is that, at least at the top of your list when everything's back to normal and we're back to business? Is that the number one fight on your hit list?
Personally, no. I lost. If he went and fought 2 or 3 more times and he had won those 3 fights, then maybe. But he hasn't really fought since then, so I'm not looking back. I'm trying to look towards the future. I know there's some heavyweights around that want to fight Muay Thai, and I'll literally fight anybody. I know there's some guys who are smaller that want to come up in weight, so maybe they want to take a stab at me. So I'm always ready to go. I just appreciate the opportunity to fight.
So you open the door. I'll walk in. How about you versus Steve Walker? Now, Walker is the world cruiserweight champion. World super cruiserweight champion, as well as being the North American super cruiserweight champion. Would you be interested in maybe something like a North American heavyweight championship fight against Steve Walker?
Like I said, I'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. I really don't care. Steve's a great guy. I met him at Foxwoods. We talked. We hung out. About a month after the fight, when the violent fight replayed, he posted about hating cutting weight. Maybe he'll go up to heavyweight, and I saw it, so I commented back on it. We went a little back and forth, but it was more just like a little banter. But if he wants to come up, I'm down. I mean, if I have to meet him at a catch weight, because I know I'm way bigger than him, I don't mind meeting him at a catch weight. But I think it'd be a great fight. I could take a lot of punishment, and he could dish it out a lot of punishment. I usually finish fights, though, so we'll see what happens.